I'm Marie. I'm a director at Synergy Recruitment.
And I'm Yasmin, also a director at Synergy.
And we recently celebrated our 3rd birthday, so we thought we'd take some time today to have a chat about the highlights over the last 3 years.
We did.
So Yasmin, fire away. What can you think of then?
I think my biggest highlight probably is when we won the award.
Oh, the Chamber of Commerce Award, Startup Business of the Year.
Yeah, don't act like you don't remember what it is. We've still got it in the office.
Of course we've still got it in the office. Got to celebrate it.
Yeah, because that was a really big deal for us, wasn't it? The whole... I suppose because it's the first thing that we've been involved in like that, but the whole process was a really big deal.
Yeah, and do you remember the actual process where we had to go and present to the judges?
Yes.
So we put loads of effort and preparation into getting our presentation right, what we were going to talk about, and we rehearsed it and rehearsed it and rehearsed it.
Literally loads, like hours of rehearsing. Even to the point that in the car when we were waiting to go to actually sit with the judges, we were still practicing it then, just repeating it over and over again, weren't we?
Yeah.
We put so much time into that because that's what we thought that we needed to do.
Yes, and we wanted to do it well. So we got into the room, didn't we, with the judges, and then when they said, "Oh yeah, don't worry, it's just a chat," turned around and said, "No, it's not just a chat. We have been preparing this for days, and we're going to stand up as well. We're not sitting down because they wanted us to sit."
It was supposed to be casual, wasn't it? That's what they said. It was just a casual conversation. But we literally couldn't believe it. We'd prepared this whole speech. And then they said, that's what you were saying, then they said, sit down. Sit down and just talk to us. And we were like, no, we are standing up.
We're standing up. Obviously, it did the trick because we won the award.
We did. And do you remember that night as well? How I swear we were the ones in the room that were the most, anxious and nervous. We really wanted to win that award. And we were sitting there like this, remember?
Yes.
We were sitting there literally like this.
Please, I hope you win.
We really wanted to win, bless our little hearts, and then we did.
Yes, and then guess what happened? As always, we have to go up on stage with all these people around. So as we're walking along to the stage, Yasmin says, "You know you're speaking, don't you?" So as it always goes when we're in a group of people.
I don't do public speaking. That's not the life for me.
No, so I had to waffle on the stage. But yeah, that was definitely a good choice there.
Yeah.
What other highlights? Oh, I know. Another highlight is our Google reviews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've currently got 91, I think it was.
Again, stop acting like you don't know that already.
Yeah.
We check this daily.
So
we know exactly how many it is.
So 91 5-star Google reviews.
Yes.
So I think that's a real big achievement.
Yeah, because I think for us, obviously, all the reasons we set up and the things that we aimed to do with the business and how we wanted to be with candidates and clients.
Yes.
We don't just get 5-star Google reviews, we get really nice messages about
the comments are great, aren't they?
That really come in line, kind of expressing the fact that we have done the things that we've set out to do.
Yeah.
Which is massive. I think that's the biggest one for me. Actually, I said the award was, but I've changed my mind. Is that one?
You're just pinching my idea now, aren't you? That's typical. Oh, well, I'm just itching to get to 100.
I know.
Because that's going to be good. So that's a little aim for us to get to that 100 mark ASAP. I think, and I know you won't talk about this, but I think a highlight and something that should be celebrated is your networking skills now. As you mentioned before, she doesn't like speaking in public. In fact, she absolutely detests it. And when we first started Synergy and we were going to networking events, Yasmin honestly couldn't even say a name when they came round and we had to do like a 5-minute talk about who we are and what the business does, etc. And it was literally like a rabbit in headlights. She was so nervous. So 3 years on, we now we're back to going to face-to-face networking again recently.
Which we're actually excited about.
Which we were excited about, and she can go into a room, speak to people confidently. You do quite enjoy it. We were looking forward to going back to face-to-face networking.
We were.
So I think that's something you should be really proud of, because it is a massive achievement from where you were to where you are now.
Yeah. I think it's hard on, isn't it? Because it's like I've said to you before and what we knew at the time, when we first set up Synergy, I had a real big thing about my age, didn't I? I was really conscious of it and felt like people would not take me seriously because I was a girl and I was young and I was setting up a business and all the rest of it that comes along with that. So for me, networking was that. You know, I'd walk into a room and feel like people would just not take me seriously at all, you know, and that's what it was. But now, I think, you know, not to blow our trumpet, but we've been running a fairly successful business for 3 years and we've achieved a lot in that time, and I feel a lot more confident about that, and I feel like there isn't any reason that we couldn't be taken seriously, or I couldn't anyway, because we run a business that does well. So that makes a big difference, I think. Yeah,
definitely. And I think another thing is, over the 3 years, even with the pandemic in the middle of it, we have grown year on year. Surprisingly, because when the pandemic hit and everything just stopped, it was a bit worrying to say the least. But you know, that's something to be really proud of, and I think that comes down to the fact that we have such great loyal clients that we have repeat business, don't we? And that it feels really good. You know, it's a privilege to sort of have the clients coming back to us and trusting us with more vacancies that they have. So I think that's definitely another achievement or highlight that we should be celebrating.
Yeah, because most of our business now comes from repeat business and referrals, which is massive, isn't it? You know, because we do what we set out to do and people like it, which is nice.
Could be that they like us as well, but you know. So yeah, it's been a turbulent 3 years with what's been going on in the world, but we're still absolutely loving it.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
And we're looking forward to growing.
And we're not sick of each other, so that's good.
I know, that's a bone. We have had like 12 months or 18 months working from home, and that was not good. So we definitely work better when we're together, don't we, in the office?
Yeah. And we have learned a lot about each other in that time that we have been working together, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yes. What have you learned about me then, Yasmin?
I've learned that Marie cannot talk and type at the same time. Marie is no multitasker. And I personally hate that because I can talk and type and work at the same time, and I like a chat. Yes. So when you're working and you're really busy, I try and talk to you, don't I?
You do.
And actually, that annoys you a bit, I can tell sometimes. She just gives me like one-word answers and brushes me off. And eventually I get the picture. Eventually. It does take a while though, but eventually I get the picture that she isn't in the mood for chatting.
Yes, and I've learned about Yasmin very early on when we was going to networking events early in the morning.
Why are they always early in the morning, networking events?
They were early, weren't they? Yeah. And Yasmin's not a morning person at all. No. Definitely not, and especially not before a cup of coffee. So I've learned I've got to tone it down a bit because my enthusiasm at 8 o'clock in the morning does not go...
And this is big enthusiasm. Marie is one of those people that's eternally positive, smiley, energetic, on top of the world. So when you're not feeling quite that way, it's quite bothersome.
Yeah, so I learned to just say, "Morning, Yasmin, you okay?" And then not really say anything until we got to the event and she'd had a cup of coffee, and then I said, "Can I talk to you now?"
Those are the main things, really, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're good things to be proud of.
Yes, yeah.
So I hope that's been interesting to have a little insight to sort of what we've experienced and what goes on behind closed doors. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.